platforms also provide opportunities for young ladies.
The Tvwan News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is TV1 News. In this edition, Communications Committees say democracy intact. PM says PNG has more to gain from New Zealand, and Olam announces retirement from professional football. Papua New Guinea is, like many other nations, faced pressing socio-economic and cultural challenges. Among these is the growing number of internally displaced persons, a significant concern for the government. A clear policy guideline and legal framework are the critical for addressing the needs of IDPs and host communities.
The draft National Internally Displaced Persons Policy was handed over today by the United Nations International Organization for Migration to the Department of Local and Provincial Government Affairs in Port Moresby. The handover ceremony of the draft National Internally Displaced Persons Policy marks a significant milestone in strengthening national efforts to better address internal displacement in Papua New Guinea. This collaborative achievement reflects the tireless efforts and dedication of all parties involved, including the Government of Papua New Guinea, IOM, and its partners. Throughout this process, the technical and financial support from the IOM Development Fund has been instrumental in shaping the policy.
But with your support, I think, Peter, your team, David, we've come this far and we're almost complete. And we're putting it to, as part of a briefing to the Minister, that this is almost to the end of the work we're doing now. And we'll put the final touches in. Put a few cosmetics in, graphic artists to come in, do their bit, and then we get it through the cabinet process. Let me, on behalf of my minister, thank you for the phase one of the work. And I know that we are going to move into phase two together. And this is just the beginning.
The draft policy stands as a testament to the strength of this partnership and provides a solid foundation for the protection, support, and long-term solutions for displaced communities in the years to come. IOM highlights that it is honored to have supported the government of Papua New Guinea in the development of the nationally internally displaced persons policy.
Acknowledge the work of your team, of the IOM colleagues that sit with me now, in really pushing this to the stage, to this sort of final step. All of the active engagement of all key government counterparts that have been involved in this process. The ownership of this policy is the Papua New Guinean government. Right. So we are just here to support from the IOM side, and we remain available to continue supporting in the implementation of this policy as it moves forward. But it's your team, your government that owns this process essentially. So I really am thankful for the commitment, which has been unwavering, I think, throughout the entire process.
This policy represents a significant step toward offering protection, assistance and durable solutions for displaced communities. The policy will have to be put forward by the department to Cabinet for the next phase. Maricela Kelleton, TV1 News.
The inaugural Papua Governance Dialogue 2025 themed Papua Our Land, Our People, Our Future commenced this week in Port Moresby, marking a significant milestone as Papua New Guinea approaches its 50th independence anniversary. Hosted by the Central Provincial Government under the leadership of Governor Rufina Peter, this three-day event serves as a platform for leaders and stakeholders from the Papua region to reflect on past progress, address current challenges and chart a course for the next 50 years. The dialogue features plenary and panel discussions on economic equality, governance reform, human capital development and infrastructure advancement. A key objective is the signing of the 2025 Port Moresby Papua Accord, a landmark declaration outlining a collective vision for regional safety, unity, resilience and progress. While formal sessions take place at Hilton Hotel, the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium hosts an external program celebrating the region's rich cultural heritage and entrepreneurial spirit. This includes cultural showcases, SME markets and traditional performances. Master of Ceremony Venice Moses highlighted the significance of the external program.
So here at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium, we have the external program where we have our SME stalls set up here. And our SME stalls are owned by our people from Central Province, because Central Province is the host to this inaugural Papua Governors Dialogue under the leadership of our Madam Governor, Honorable Rufina Peter. And so we have SME stalls all the way from Goilala, Kairuku, as far as North Mekeo. We have stalls from Hirikoyari and also from the Abao district. They're all here. So we've got a bit of everywhere here in at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. We've got
the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium came alive with music and cultural performances. At the heart of the entertainment was the Central Music Association, ensuring that the event was not only about dialogue, but also a celebration of identity and heritage.
Show going on, and the Central Music Association, or the CMA, is tasked to provide entertainment, musical entertainment. So we have 3 string bands from the villages for each day. It's a 3-day event, and we have 1 string band per day, and 2 artists for each day. So yesterday we had Otoigo and Hena Ray from Calypso, Otoigo from Buria entertaining the crowd yesterday. Turnout was not really good, but there's a bit of improvement today, so I'm happy. Today was the second day, and I myself and Hichigolo provided entertainment.
The Papua Governors Dialogue 2025 not only addresses critical regional issues, but also fosters community engagement, cultural preservation, and economic empowerment, uniting the people of Papua region as they look forward for a promising future. At the Papua Governance Dialogue External Program, a local SME is using ink to preserve cultural identity. Tattooist Eric Raka from Tubusereya village proudly showcases traditional tattoo designs passed down through generations, a powerful way to keep traditions alive through ink.
I'm here to display my traditional tattoos. These tattoos are from my grandmother, late Marama Maimuhenau. And I am here proud to showcase her tattoos. And what I have in front of me are tattoos from Tubusereya village. The clan is Kwaradubuna and also Gunina. My grandmother is from Gunina, and she got married to Kwaradubuna. And all these tattoos are from Gunina and Kwaradubuna. These tattoos are mainly used during the festivals, the Hirimale festival, and also any other traditional activities or traditional sing-sings, traditional dances. When this taking place, these tattoos are displayed on the body of the females. Thank you.
The Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Communications has affirmed that the state of Papua New Guinea's democracy is intact. This after the Royal Papua New Guinea invoked Section 16 of the Counter-Terrorism Act, partially banning Facebook on Monday. The ban has been lifted, but not without criticisms and public outcry, all echoing sentiments of having their rights of freedom of speech infringed upon. The Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Communications has officially responded.
On Thursday, 28 March, Police Commissioner David Manning, Chief Executive Officer of the National Information and Communications Technology Authority, Kila Gulovoi, and Secretary of the Department of Information, Communication and Technology, Stephen Matainaho, were summoned by the committee regarding their lack of coordination as demonstrated through their separate press statements following the ban. Chairman of the Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Communications, Marsh Narawek, following the meeting with the concerned parties yesterday, assured the country that democracy remains vibrant and strong.
The committee was concerned about the conflicting reports regarding the shutdown of Facebook, resulting in NICTA CEO and Minister ICT have no knowledge of the shutdown by the police. The committee was also concerned about the lack of coordination among these agencies.
The committee has further emphasized its views and directives regarding this recent development.
The committee also found out that there is no regulation or standard operating procedures to execute the new Counter-Terrorism Act. Because there was no regulation or standard operating procedures, the NICTA CEO and the ICT Minister were not aware of the shutdown. The Commissioner of Police was also under no obligation under the Counter-Terrorism Act to inform NICTA or Department of ICT. The committee has directed the Department of ICT Secretary to take the charge of policy matters in the ICT space by working with NICTA and the police to come up with a regulation for the Counter-Terrorism Act 2024 as a way for executing the act and collaborating among different line agencies.
Meantime, Chairman Narawek assures the country that democracy remains vibrant and strong.
I want to assure you and Papua New Guinea that you don't have to worry anymore. Now you have your committee. We will be the one monitoring their actions. And we will make sure that they have that regulation in place and have the standing operating procedures in place, so that before the such ban is taking place, at least the agencies should be aware of that.
Furthermore, the committee has explicitly stated that it will not support any ban on social media, including total ban or a partial ban, and urged that the responsible entities must find other means to regulate social media properly without impeding on free speech. Maricela Kellerton, TV1 News.
The Central Police Command today reported that a man was found dead at Goldie Junction, just outside city limits. Central Provincial Police Commander, Acting Superintendent Joseph Sales said in a statement that police investigation is underway. PPC Sales said police identified the male deceased as Matthew Moitot from Aaron Village, Guari local level government in the Goilala district. The PPC said Moitot allegedly died yesterday evening and the discovery of his body was reported to police this morning. Sales said prior to his death, the deceased was reportedly seen consuming homebrew alcohol with friends between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. yesterday at Laloke. PPC Sales said the cause of the death is yet to be established. He added Moitot's body was found on the roadside. This is TV1 News. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more stories after the break.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaroon, get up a big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
It's back to school with Lay Biscuits. We're giving away a massive 100,000 kina cash gift voucher to help you kickstart the year. We've got prizes up for grabs from 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, and a whopping 5,000 kina cash gift voucher. Here's how to enter. Spend 10 kina or more on any Lay Biscuit product. Write the contact details on the back of the receipt for your chance to win. Promotion starts on the 10th of February and ends on the 4th of April. Fresh draw on the 11th of April and the major draw on the 16th of April. See selected stores nationwide. Terms and conditions apply.
This honking is doing your head in. Why don't you go and put a stop to it? Oh, maybe not.
Bing bang bing, ding ding bang, bum bum bum.
Welcome back. A 38-year-old man has been arrested and charged for allegedly killing two people whom he believed were involved in the practice of sorcery against the suspect's cousin. The suspect is Philemon Kulex Mawegola from Piau village in Sinasina Yongumul district, Simbu province. He was arrested on Tuesday this week and is detained at the Kundiawa police cells awaiting court. Simbu police say he's been charged with 2 counts of willful murder under Section 299 to 2991 of the PNG Criminal Code Act. Police alleged that Gola and his accomplices picked several people and took them to the Sacred Man's house at Piau, where they tortured and beat them until 2 of them died. Their bodies were then loaded onto a truck and taken out of the village. Police have yet to recover a dead body. Prime Minister James Marape, upon arrival today from New Zealand, provided a summary of his visit, highlighting the signing of New Zealand-Papua New Guinea Statement of Partnership 2025 to 2029. The partnership entails economic cooperation, law and justice, and labor mobility, among others. The Prime Minister emphasized on the importance of having this partnership and how PNG can gain from it.
As Papua New Guinea celebrates 50 years as a nation, it also celebrates 50 years of relations with New Zealand. The visit by the Prime Minister to New Zealand was to see how this relationship can be improved 50 years and beyond. Prime Minister James Marape boasted of a successful trip that saw him engage in many fronts, including the possibility of increasing the number of PNG seasonal workers in New Zealand.
Potential to increase to over 10,000 remains. I pitched for the space, and the report we got from a couple of employers we had contact with was that Papua New Guinean working there are hard workers, productive workers, and a good report we received. On average, they make about 50,000 kina a year, so that's a level of...
In the space of agriculture, he said New Zealand should be seen as a model country, stressing the huge landmass PNG has and its agriculture potential.
The key thing about us, we own land, yet we have not made huge effort to migrate landowners to be actively participating in the agriculture, and livestock, and of course our marine resources in the fisheries sector, something my government is working towards.
On the education front, he said there are currently over 50 Papua New Guinean students studying in New Zealand through scholarships. He also pitched to increase the number of scholarships for Papua New Guineans. However, Mr. Marape also highlighted concerns in the PNG education sector that need to be addressed to meet international requirements. In the state-owned enterprise sector, Marape said he requested for 5 technical experts from New Zealand to sit on the various boards of the SOEs in an effort to make SOEs work effectively and also to realize partial privatization.
And I've asked for about 5 technical expertise, especially to be inserted at our board level in our power company, in our water company, in our telco company, and in our airline company. Those expertise to come in, sit as independent directors to observe how our state enterprises are doing, so that they could contribute for us in our effort to make those state-owned enterprises work, and especially our own focus to divert to a partial privatization program for our state-owned enterprises.
He therefore reminded political opponents and naysayers that his trips overseas were not just for pleasure, but to keep the relationship with countries going. Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
Meantime, the Prime Minister revealed his legal team is pursuing contempt charges against the Post Courier for its news report of Wednesday, 26 March 2025. The paper carried Paraka Payment Scam as its headline, where member for Sinas in a Yongumul and opposition stronghold Karangakua testified in court that Marape, who was then Finance Minister, pressured staff in the department to make payments to Paraka lawyers. Marape said he has all along advised against his payment and for the paper to run an article of something that's before the court has led his legal team to take legal action.
But I want to inform our country. I stopped the payment and the Post Courier quoted directly or indirectly what was said in the courthouse. My lawyers have written to Post Courier. Post Courier is asked to do an apology, a retraction on Friday, on Monday, and their lawyers are going through my lawyer's letter to them, and I will inform the country due course.
Children at the Dame Carol Kidu Early Learning Center marked 2 weeks of learning about food and nutrition with a special celebration alongside parents and teachers.
Children at the Dame Carol Kidu Early Learning Center at Tutu Beach have spent the past 2 weeks learning about the importance of food and nutrition. Today, they join their parents and teachers to celebrate their knowledge with a special food event. The program aims to teach its children about healthy eating habits, the benefits of balanced meals, and how different foods help them to grow. Teachers say it's a fun and interactive way to instill lifelong healthy habits. Understanding nutrition from an early age helps children develop better eating habits, leading to improved health, energy, and concentration in school. Parents were also part of the event, reinforcing the importance of nutritious meals at home. Good nutrition is vital for children's physical and mental development, helping to prevent illnesses and support their growth. Today's event not only celebrated learning, but also encouraged families to continue making healthy choices every day. A great initiative for young minds. Frida Kana, Tvwan News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2464 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2389 US, $0.3768 Australian dollars, $0.2137 euro, and 35.77 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, palm oil and crude oil closed higher, coffee, cocoa and copper closed lower, and copra closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You are watching TV1 News. We'll have news overseas when we return. Stay with us.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. The One-Top Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
Start the school year right with Colgate and Protex. There's loads of amazing prizes to be won. Win laptops, tablets, and 250 Kina shopping vouchers. To enter, purchase 2 or more Colgate and Protex branded product. Write your name and contact details at the back of the receipt. Drop it in the entry bin in participating stores for a chance to win. Promo starts 1st Feb and ends March 31st, 2025. Go to your nearest participating store now and buy Colgate and Protex products to win. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Thanks for staying with us. In regional news, the New South Wales Premier revealed the state government is open to buying back Sydney's Northern Beaches Hospital. It comes after inadequate care led to the death of 2-year-old Joe Massa. The toddler's name is set to be enshrined in legislation as the government moves to ban public-private partnership at Emergency Care with Joe Slow.
We are making sure that what happened to Joe doesn't happen to anybody else.
When Joe Mass's parents first met with the Premier last month, they gave him one of his boots as a reminder of their fight for change. Today, it paid off.
To Elise and Danny, I know that I speak on behalf of all members of this House in expressing our sincere condolences.
The government put forth legislation banning the use of public-private partnerships to run urgent care hospitals like Northern Beaches Hospital.
It'll be affectionately known as Joe's Law, after a brave little boy.
Hours after being admitted there in September, the 2-year-old was dead. A review found multiple failings in his treatment.
It's substandard.
Healthscope is contracted to run the hospital until 2038, but with the company in financial trouble and preparing to potentially sell the business, the Premier's open to a buyback.
I'm not going to rule anything out. In relation to Northern Beaches, I'm not ruling anything out.
Healthscope declined to say whether it's interested in exiting the deal, but noted government data showing the hospital was performing strongly compared to peer hospitals on a range of measures. The government is working with the crossbench and is confident it has the numbers to pass the bill, with or without the opposition's support.
We haven't had the results of a coronial inquest yet and inquiries, but as I said on the bill itself, we'll await the detail.
Today, Joe's parents brought another pair of his shoes in the hope no other parents will have to walk in theirs.
Despite Australians paying $6.8 billion for insurance within their superannuation funds in 2023 to 2024, new research by Super Consumers Australia shows that 1 in 4 don't know what insurance they have in super. Super Consumers Australia's Pulse survey is based on the responses. More than 1,500 people aged between 18 and 75 years old, gathered in May 2024, found that default insurance cover in super has left many Australians paying for insurance they don't know about or don't understand.
Lyndall Jordan is battling cancer, so a fight with her super fund was the last thing she wanted.
Being through terminal illness, sickness takes over capacity to even live a normal life, let alone fight a David and Goliath fight.
Until she made a claim, the Aware Super Fund member says she didn't realise she was paying for a default insurance option with income protection cover of just $1,000 a month.
It's been really difficult, very difficult.
Aware Super has apologised to her, saying there is always room to do better in how we handle insurance claims, but also said Miss Jordan was paid out the correct amount for her policy and encouraged members to check their level of cover. Each year, Australians pay $6.8 billion for insurance within their superannuation funds. New research shows 1 in 4 don't know what insurance they have in super, and more than half of 25 to 29-year-olds are unaware default insurance normally starts at 25, even though they've recently passed this age.
It's often only at claim time that people realise that they don't have a policy that protects them.
Corporate watchdog ASIC has put super funds on notice after launching legal action against industry giants Australian Super and Cbus for delays in their handling of death benefit and disability claims. The government has also called on super funds to do better when it comes to customer service.
From Top End High School gathered at Darwin's Convention Centre today for the Northern Territory's largest annual youth road safety event. With 60 lives lost on Territories Road last year alone, there's a growing push to educate young drivers and prevent further heartache.
Real-life tragedy near Palmerston. Hundreds of Top End High School students watched in horror as a dramatised vehicle collision unfolded.
Going through the front windscreen of a car is sure to be fatal.
Every year, road safety group AANT runs Street Smart High, an interactive program aimed at saving lives, hearing from doctors, parents and police, and crash survivors themselves.
spent a few weeks in ICU at RDH. A shopping list of injuries, but kind of the most significant was I ended up losing my left arm.
What you see here in the simulation or at the actual event is just the part of it. There's that huge flow-on effect throughout the emergency services.
The Northern Territory has the highest road fatality rate in Australia, with deaths occurring at a rate 3.2 times higher than the national average. Young drivers under 25 are especially vulnerable, which is why road safety education is critical.
I don't think young people think about the actual consequences in life.
It's so much more real when you see it, and it was a bit scary.
Just when you jump in a vehicle, put your seatbelt on.
So just don't drink and drive, don't take drugs before driving, keep your phone away, and just stay safe.
If I do end up driving, I'll make sure I do the right thing. Yes, even when I'm a passenger, I make sure other drivers are doing the right thing.
I'd much rather these kids see it here rather than in real life.
Critical lessons that could one day save a life.
The seat of Bennelong in Sydney, once held by former Prime Minister John Howard, is shaping up to be one of the tightest races in the country. The Labour MP who snatched the traditionally Liberal electorate 3 years ago had his margin wiped out by the redrawing of boundaries.
Lane Cove on Sydney's lower north shore. It was Teal Country, part of the seat of North Sydney, held by independent Kylie Tink. But with that seat abolished as part of the redistribution, it now sits within Bennelong. Bennelong is held by Labor's Jerome Laxell, a former mayor of Ryde, who won it by just 1% in 2022. With the boundaries redrawn, Bennelong is now notionally a Liberal seat, but with a wafer-thin margin of 0.04%, one of the tiniest in the country. Posters of the Liberal candidate, Scott Young, cover a few shop fronts here in the Lane Cove arcade, but so far there's no sign of his incumbent opponent. Here's what some voters had to say earlier.
I'm hoping the Liberals will get up.
I believe Labor. Yeah.
Well, I think the cost of living for younger people, not so much for myself, but I feel it's hard for them to buy something for housing and renting, and my grandson's going through that process at the moment, so I'm keeping an eye out for him.
Not a reduction in tax, getting our budget back together. So, our deficit is enormous. Under a Labor government, it's just going to continue to blow out.
Traditionally, this is a Liberal seat. It was held by John Howard for 33 years until he was ousted as PM and as an MP in 2007. He was replaced by Labor's Maxine McHugh, a former journalist who only managed to hold on to the seat for a single term for Labor. Former professional tennis player John Alexander reclaimed the seat for the Liberals in 2010 and held on to it until his retirement in 2022. But it wasn't without some hiccups. He was one of a number of MPs disqualified from Parliament as he was a dual citizen, but ultimately survived a by-election in 2017. Now, it's notable that the new boundaries are similar to those on which John Howard was elected in 1974. As one of the tightest contests in the country, Bennelong will be a seat to watch on May the 3rd.
And that ends the news segment. Next in sport, Isuzu T20 smash returns and Olam retires.
We are the people, connected to our land and sea. Timeless and enduring, it has served past generations, sustains us today, and will support those of tomorrow. A testament to human ingenuity. It can be shaped into limitless forms. It reflects our humanity, strong yet vulnerable. It teaches us to endure challenges to fulfill our purpose. Past technologies inspire us to look inward for creativity and sustainable solutions for the future. It brings families together, fostering moments of connection over shared meals. Known and cherished worldwide, the clay pot is a universal symbol of life, resilience, and connection.
Your TV is about to burst with more channels. Catch live sports events.
Aston Villa
Be informed with international news.
U.S. officials are worried that this could...
Sit back and enjoy the blockbuster movies.
You need to stop this.
I don't work for you.
Or let your kids enjoy all their favorite cartoons and many more exciting channels now available on your Digicel 60-channel prepaid pack. Subscribe now to a 60-channel Digicel TV prepaid pack. 1, 7, 14 or 30-day plan and enjoy 60 channels of world-class entertainment. Dial *515# to subscribe now. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
This Saturday on Greatest Classics.
I feel just like it's the first amateur bout tonight. Just as nervous. I mean, I don't know what to do.
We remember George Foreman with a look back at his 70th pro fight.
Oh, big right by Lacusta. Shakes up Foreman. Foreman now will intensify his effort.
Right here is where George is dangerous. Somebody's going to hit the canvas. Maybe me, but somebody's going to fall.
Foreman versus Lacusta. This Saturday at 8 on Fight Sports.
Welcome back. In sports, Amini Park in Port Moresby is set to ignite some intriguing cricket actions as the Isuzu T20 Smash returns to the pitch this April. With just days left until the first ball is bowled, Cricket Papua New Guinea male and female cricketers are preparing to showcase their talent at the competition. Cricket PNG has announced the 2025 edition of Isuzu T20 Smash. The tournament will host men's games from Sunday, 4th April through to the 13th. The women's competition follows a week later from April 25th to May 4th. Each event will feature a double round-robin format with 4 teams competing in 6 matches each, totaling 12 action-packed features before the final stage showdown, with 2 matches determining the winner, runners-up and third-place teams. Cricket PNG continues to elevate the game, and the Isuzu T20 Smash remains a key event on the calendar, bringing together skilled players, corporate partners and passionate supporters to the pitch. The event is proudly sponsored by Baroku Motors, reinforcing their ongoing commitment to the growth of cricket in PNG. Cricket is a sport for all, and this year's competition aims to unite teams, businesses and fans in a thrilling celebration of the game, especially as PNG approaches its 50th Golden Jubilee Independence Anniversary. The atmosphere at Amini Park is expected to be buzzing as the event is amongst the big competitions on the calendar for this year. Cricket fans are expected to be turning out in large numbers to cheer for their favorite teams and players. The Isuzu T20 Smash Competition 2025 is also expected to showcase some potential cricket talents that can make the national team. Cricket fans are urged to come at the Amini Park and cheer for their teams when the competition returns. PNG will never see the likes of Justin Olam on the football field again, as Papua New Guinea's favourite son pulls down the curtain to one of the most decorated rugby league careers in PNG and the Pacific region. Olam announces his retirement today following ongoing injury concerns. At the time of his retirement, he had played over 100 games for West Tigers and Melbourne Storm. Justin Olam today announced his retirement in professional rugby league, calling it quits on a successful rugby league career that inspired many young kids throughout the length and breadth of Papua New Guinea and proved that anything is possible through hard work, dedication and sheer determination. While he has written a story that will forever be told in the years to come, he has made himself proud by living his dream, a dream that only a few thought it is possible. From playing with the Melbourne Storm and winning the 2020 NRL Premiership to joining the West Tigers on a multiple-year contract, Olam has achieved everything on the rugby league field. He has made himself and his country proud.
This one's for you, you beauty!
like the old saying goes, as one chapter closes, another one opens. So what's next for the PNG favourite son? Some social media commentaries claim he will get into politics, while others say he will return home and contribute to nation building. That remains to be seen. When announcing his retirement from Rugby League, Olam told media he is grateful to have played in the NRL.
I came here, hoping to play one NRL game, but I'm blessed enough to play 100 plus games with two very big clubs in the NRL and with a lot of histories, and for that I'm really grateful. Hopefully I inspire a young kid here or back at home in PNG to chase his or her dreams, and with God everything is possible.
He further said his rugby league career can motivate Papua New Guinean kids to keep playing until they reach the highest level of the game. The Port Moresby North West Rugby League has become the first league in the Southern Conference to kick off its 2025 season after successfully fulfilling all requirements and compliance set forth by Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League. The inaugural games are set to take place this weekend at the Coney Tigers Oval, featuring 25 clubs that have affiliated to participate this season.
Under the PNG RFL Community Rugby Program, the Moresby Northwest Rugby League is making significant strides in its competition, having assured that all clubs have settled their affiliation and player registration fees in accordance with PNG RFL requirements. During the launch event at the Coney Tigers Oval on Thursday, Saku Ank, PNG RFL Community Rugby Compliant Manager, commended the Moresby Northwest Rugby League Competition Director Billy Aki and his diligent administration for efficiently managing the club's documentation and registration fees in line with the league's constitution.
Northwest Rugby League affiliate to 2025 season. Submitting compliance documents, affiliation fee finish, so Northwest Rugby League is confirmed affiliated league for 2025. So well done to Billy and the team, Yaga, putting through compliance documents, so by the starting season.
Ank announced a key change to this season. PNG RFL has reduced the player registration fee from 50 kina to 20 kina, aimed at making it more affordable for players and the clubs, thereby encouraging greater participation in the community rugby league concept.
You got to talk about this, but just look, formally announce 50 kina player registration now, and we come down to 20 kina. Low PNG RFL level to but if Lama Sabosum league got own operational expense. So whatever the league charges will be 10 kina on top of it or whatever, it's the league's jurisdiction. Because cost involved running game, printing team sheet, put him up draw, put him all, buy more referee, it's a cost involved.
In his address to the clubs and players, Ank reiterated PNG RFL's zero-tolerance policy towards discrimination, unacceptable behavior and violence in the game, emphasizing that these policies must be upheld both on and off the field.
Now there is a line pathway. You commit, you go through. If one Justin Olam can do it, one Junior Rumbu can do it, you can do it. It always comes back to you. How you discipline yourself, you stay a good young kid in the family, community, when you become woman. Rugby league, zero tolerance to violence. You rugby league man or disciplined man or committed man, good man or community.
He highlighted the significant growth of rugby league in Papua New Guinea this year, with 112 affiliated leagues across the country, an impressive increase from just 41 the previous year. This surge reflects a thriving interest in the sport within the communities. Ank also reminded the clubs to set their sights on the National Club Championships at the end of the season, where the premier clubs will compete for the title of the top club in the country. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The PNG Hunters head coach Paul Aiton has officially named rising star Finley Glare as the starting hooker, wearing the number 9 jersey for Sunday's round 4 clash against the Brisbane Tigers at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. The departure of Judah Rimbu, the Hunters' previous diminutive number 9 custodian, has prompted Coach Aiton to experiment with Glare's versatility within the squad, transitioning him between the number 6 and the number 9, roles positions that align well with his dynamic playing style.
Despite having the more experienced Trevor Sello available as a reserve dummy half, PNG Hunters head coach Paul Aiton has opted to name Finley Glare as the starting hooker for the highly anticipated showdown against the Brisbane Tigers.
He can play half for us. He's very good for us as a half. But for his game, and I think he'd be better as a 9, just for his game. And I want to develop him as that. Even though we could probably put him at half, I think he'd be better as a 9. And we just spoke a little bit about his game and how he can, push out the bigger minutes for us. This week we won't be doing that. However, we've got Lynchen, who's going to debut for us on the bench. So he's going to also, he can play half as well, so he's going to cover for us. That just gives Finley a little bit of rest, and then we'll build his capacity to play the full 80 as the year goes on.
Glare acknowledged that he has struggled to settle into a single position, having been utilised as a utility player since last year. This season, however, is diligently working to improve and perfect his game. He expressed his readiness to embrace the designated role of dummy half, which Coach Aiton has now prioritized for him.
Last season, I play utility, going back and forth in halves and dummies. So now you want me to focus on the hooker role and get what I need to get and go play out overseas. So I want me to focus on the hooker role mainly. I prefer hooker, but as the team needs someone to step up to do the halves role, so coach just let me in. But now he mainly put me back to the hooker position. So boys are looking forward to that. We don't want to let our own fans down. So I think this will be a strong game.
Coach Aiton's straightforward message to the team this week has been to arrive at the game with a strong mindset and to significantly improve upon their last performance.
First one is the mindset. Coming prepared for training. You can't just roll out of bed and go and play. It doesn't work like that. It's very different. So definitely the mindset, we've addressed that, and just our defensive mindset as well. We've worked so much on it, so I know they can do it. It's just what's between the ears now, so it's whether they want to show up and do it. And I believe from our discussions the last couple of weeks, I think they'll be ready to go this week. Just looking forward for a good hit out for our boys. Main thing for us, it'll be good to see Church, yes, but for us, we just need to improve on last week because it's just not us, It's like we.
Aiton highlighted the importance of the upcoming match as it marks the team's first home game for the season. He encouraged families and dedicated Hunter supporters to turn out in large numbers to rally behind the team as they face off against former Hunters coach Matt Church and the Brisbane Tigers. With Glare stepping into a key position and an enthusiastic crowd expected, the Hunters are poised for an exciting clash that promises to showcase the talent and potential of this developing squad. Gary Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The 2024-2025 HSBC 7 Series arrives in Hong Kong, marking the grand opening of the 50,000-seat Kai Tak Stadium, kicking off 28th to 30th March 2025. With over 130,000 tickets sold, the Cathay HSBC Hong Kong Sevens 2025 is set to break attendance record.
Occasions in the sport of rugby. Finals day at the Cathay HSB Hong Kong Sevens.
The 2024-25 HSBC SVNS Series has kicked off in Hong Kong. Argentina leads the men's series with 68 points after back-to-back wins in Vancouver and Perth, while Spain, Fiji Airways men's sevens team and South Africa chase close behind. In the women's competition, New Zealand and Australia continue their fierce rivalry, with the Black Ferns claiming the second title of the season in Vancouver. Hong Kong's new stadium, featuring 20 changing rooms and a revamped South Stand, will host a thrilling battle for the series title. The event is part of Hong Kong's Super March, with entertainment from international artists, DJs and live performances. Cathay HSBC Hong Kong Sevens remains a major sporting spectacle, cementing Hong Kong's status as a global rugby and entertainment hub. Meanwhile, the Fiji Airways Fijiana Sevens will play Ireland at 4:25 p.m. tomorrow before meeting France at 7:35 p.m. The men's sevens team goes against the USA first at 4:45 p.m. before clashing with Ireland at 7:58 p.m. The Hong Kong Sevens will be held at the Kai Tak Stadium for the first time. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That's it for sports. Now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, Daru and Kerma, cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Mamase, Ley, cloudy periods with some showers and thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau and Kavieng, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorm. Buka, cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. And Highlands region, all centers, cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Ocean forecast, Coral Sea, sea slight to moderate with northerly winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Seas, sea smooth to moderate with northwest to northeast winds of 5 to 20 knots. Bismarck Seas, sea smooth to slight with northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, sea slight with easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of Finsafen through Vitia Strait to Sia Long Island to Madang, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And waters of West New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And that ends the news tonight. Have a safe weekend. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.